morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you all are doing fantastic. Just a reminder, everything we're about to do is for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not trade with live funds, and this is strictly just used to demo and paper trade. You guys should be able to see my chart now. I'm gonna need to tag everybody on our YouTube, so just give me a second. And away we shall go. We are streaming live to our Discord and on YouTube. So the chart's not going to move for a second while I get everybody tagged and ready. Should be almost ready here in just a second. I think we are good now. And then let me say good morning to you guys on the YouTube stream. Good morning. We are live on both YouTube and Discord. Yeah, so True Algo members, part of the reason why live on Discord as well is just to give you guys an opportunity, because I know YouTube puts in a delay, and I don't want you guys to have any type of delays during the New York Open. Or not New York Open, sorry, the NFP release. That 10 seconds is a big deal. But without further ado, let's jump right in. I still got to start the live stream on our side. NFP live. Let's go. Morning, everybody. Oop. There we go. Lots of functions. All right. Let's get it. So, NFPs today, roughly in 10 minutes. There's been a lot of talk about crazy jobs report that's going to come in. So, all we can do is do what we do every single day and be as consistent as possible in a market that is the furthest thing from being consistent. So, I try to put the name of every chart that's on front of us. I'm going to be as consistent as I can. And then True Algo members, just be aware, Otoro did throw out an update last night to 13.4. So just make sure you guys are on the newest version of our True Algo No Hindsight system, all right? So the ES right now is neutral. That means we already know, index folks, you can't do anything on the ES and NQ. The NQ has been quite beautiful overnight as it put in a bullish confirmation, got to the bottom of our box, and now we're bullish pushing up. So we know that it's bullish, but we can't be in a long position right now on it. So we have to sit here and just chill. US 30 folks, just to show you guys, like we talked about on Sunday, we are still sitting in our True Algo monthly box. You are still stuck as of today in between the normal daily system by True Algo. So that is the literal definition of neutral. So there's nothing to do on US 30. I'll write all these notes down for us in just a minute as we get through these. The SQQQ, which is the inverse to the index futures, this is also neutral. So right off the bat, 3 out of 4 are neutral, and then our sister assets, ES and NQ, we can't do anything on them as of right now. So that tells us we can't do anything for the NFP release on these assets, okay? So now let's get over to Russell, SPY, and the stocks. In QQQ, they should be very similar, if not exactly the same as what we're viewing on the index futures, because they are the non-futures side of that, okay? And so, thanks guys, I see what you're saying. You're good now. Sorry, Discord folks, you're good. So, SPY right now, you guys can see we've not hit any box, so this is also neutral. The QQQ is the only one that's in a bearish confirmation. But now you got to check this out. The QQQ is in a bearish confirmation, but the NQ is in a bullish confirmation. So it's the definition of conflict. So more reasons that our system is telling us to stay out of the way right now. We don't want to play on hope or luck. So as of right now, there is nothing for us to do. And then the Russell, usually the Russells hit something, but even the Russell, like no box hits at all. It is completely neutral. So looking at the last 4 things for our stocks, we have Amazon, which is bullish. You can see over here. So at the moment, once we get to New York, Amazon's telling us to look for calls. Apple, no surprise, is neutral because most of the other assets are neutral. There was a bullish confirmation for Microsoft as well. So you can see that over here. And I'm just drawing this over here so my brain doesn't have to remember, are we looking for calls or looking for puts at New York Open? And then NVIDIA matches QQQ. It's in a bearish confirmation right now, but you can see this current candle's above. So right at NFP, it could flip into calls, which just means overall we have more conflict, okay? So we have, as of right now, we have conflict. If this flips, then we can be bullish. And then let me write these notes down real fast for everybody so we have it. I'll do it on the screen, and then I'll type it in Discord as well as YouTube, so you got to just give me a second. So neutral versus bullish versus bearish for our assets, okay? And so at the moment, neutral is almost everything, right? ES, Russell, SPY, US 30, SQQQ. I'm willing to bet a whole lot of money that UVXY is also neutral. And then on the bullish side of things, we have the NQ. And then on the bearish side of things, we have the QQQ, which is already inherently a conflict because the NQ and the QQQ should be the same. So if you look at what systems are telling us to do right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons to be doing absolutely nothing. And then we have one reason to be bullish and one reason to be bearish. And we can't take either idea on those because they have to be confirmed the same thing. So what are you supposed to do right now? And the answer is absolutely nothing, okay? So let's get over to Forex because this will help be the decider. True Algo members, overnight we had a hit on my market crash level, that 96.5. You can see they've hit it twice, popped right back up. And so for me, this means DXY is bullish. Now, right now it's neutral because we have not cleared this True Algo wall. And so it's on the neutral side. But because this is bullish, that's indicative of a bearish move for NFP. So let me put this here. If DXY holds our level here on the low, that means NFP will be bearish for index futures, commodities. Let's say gold and silver because gold and silver. Euro, pound would go bearish too. Would go bearish as well. All right. So there's that note. Put that right here awkwardly in the way of the chart. Can't do anything on the pound right now. Can't do anything on the euro. So Forex is stuck in its place. But this is a really, really good opportunity, guys, that we talked about on Sunday and updated again on Monday. So we'll see if this holds, but that could also tank the market. So we'll be watching. For all of you on gold, the candles are really, really large again, so just be careful. The gold right now is neutral. You can't hit a box on both sides of a single candle. So if you're a gold trader, you are chilling and doing nothing. Silver, the only thing that you could have been doing is having massive longs that have pushed up multiple times in our system. We had longs during Asia, another long during Asia, right at London Open. London Open, there's not been any shorts that have printed today on silver. And silver, you're on a 1% day, as in 1% of the time you're going to be up this high in our system, the green boxes, but it's green on green. That means the only thing you can look is higher. That's it. For silver. Put the name tag here so you don't have to guess what chart this is. So this is silver. And then gold. And then if gold prints this candle green, it would still be neutral. Again, we can't hit both sides of a box. So I know you guys are going to keep asking for gold and silver, but it's going to be a whole bunch of waiting for you all. Just like we have to wait on the indexes. And then the only thing that's looking nice and calm at the moment is we have bullish confirmations over here on oil. And oil right now is trying to tick up to get to its target box right here. So oil at least is not neutral. And oil going as planned so far. Last thing is crypto, folks. We had shorts overnight. And then shout out to one of our members, Joe. He was messaging me over the overnight, showing me his ideas about being bearish because as True Algo has been showing us, we are bearish on the monthly. It's absolutely beautiful. and we look for reasons to be bearish. We lose another monthly, weekly, and daily level last night on ETH, and you drop further, and now you are stuck in a reload box. So you have to be neutral right here. If Ethereum closes in the red down there, clears our weekly box, guys, then crypto is going to go back towards the low that it put in. Okay? Bitcoin did get a single close down there, but as of right now, there's no confirmation yet on ETH for it to take it. And then as you guys can see over here on good old Tether. And again, another one of those monthly things. Remember, True Algo members, I was talking about this. Look at how good this True Algo monthly box is. So right here, where everyone might think that Bitcoin and crypto are ready to go higher and higher, Tether reverses right out of our monthly. We have this for the entire month, and crypto goes lower and lower because Tether is the opposite direction of crypto. And right now, we are stuck in a neutral loop. So there's nothing to do on crypto except for the shorts that potentially got you down here. All right, guys? NFP is in 2 minutes. I'm going to focus on over here just so we can watch. If you guys have anything you need me to see, let me know. And then hello to all our YouTube people. I'm streaming on Discord and YouTube, so I'm bouncing around trying to answer people's questions. True Algo members, if you want me to answer your questions, you need to type it in the YouTube stream. That way I don't miss it. It'll help me not bounce around so much either. I appreciate you. They say that NFP is like, man, the amount of news and stuff on everybody's feeds. Everyone just wants attention. Less than 2 minutes, too. We'll see if that DXY holds, man. Now, guys, again, DXY is neutral. It's just the potential that the release here is going to be very boring for us, even though the candles might be aggressive, because our system's not telling us to be aggressive right now. It's telling us to be neutral, stuck in boxes. We don't have a confirmation beforehand to get into retracement or for a sniper entry because it's just neutral. So maybe the NFP release will also be neutral and the candles will barely budge. So less than a minute now. And by the way, True Algo members, if you guys stuck with me on copper, I was right. You just had to be a little patient. We got the full send today. I wanted it to be Monday or Tuesday. It didn't happen, but we got our full send mode and then now hit a massive take profit on the longs upward on copper. You can see we got all the way to level 7 and whoop, goodbye. Here comes NFP right now, guys. There's the NFP release. And the NQ is currently finishing its bullish move upwards to our box. US 30's now tapped our box too, so though still neutral, we can start flipping. SQQQ also got to a box down here as well. So NFP just about to finish, or NFP, NQ about to finish when it pops this. DXY went the same direction. Let's go. It held, but typically if DXY goes up, everything else goes down. So True Algo held for DXY, and they're going the same direction as each other. So, and then you can see gold and silver are going to get crushed as DXY pushes upwards. But yeah, man, it's pretty rare for NFP to push DXY up and indexes. So just be aware of that, guys. So we're starting to reject over here. Check out the euro real fast. It's a bigger candle than FOMC was last time. So we know now, not this candle, but it'll be the next candle we could get into shorts. But on the current candle, we're just watching it. Again, guys, we're not the system that tries to give a play every single minute candle. We have to wait for our candle to close and confirm. So regardless that the NQ played out perfectly, right now we're waiting for a box to get hit and then close red below it. Then we can look for shorts. If not, just a whole bunch of waiting right now. And then any of you guys, and I just mean this, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but any of you guys that are on gold and silver, one, a lot of your brokers are restricting it because their demo trading platforms can't even handle it. Ain't nobody holding through that candle. The amount of that move, again, that is a $64 move. That's 640 points on gold, but it's not that. This is the minute chart. Like, not possible. Again, the thing with us is we try to teach reality in trading, and you or your broker didn't hold that, and the spreads would have killed you anyways. And instantly, when this box got hit by us, even though our system held it perfectly, you would have gotten chopped up because it would have spread you down here, and then it would have taken you up immediately, and you'd have been gone. Again, we're trying to be realistic in markets, and though this looks beautiful, you wouldn't have held it. The ES has now gotten to our box. The NQ, almost there. We still have further to go, guys. We need to get the NQ to tap this before anything can change for index futures. And then the Russell went parabolic all the way up. And Russell's still going for it too, guys. And then got to zoom in just out a little bit for SPY and QQQ. There's that box now being hit on the NQ. So index, folks, this is good because now going forward, we can look for potential shorts or continuation plays upwards now that the box has been hit. And now it shall be boring, my friends, as we have to wait. Stocks are all hitting a box above now. Which is beautiful. All of them are moving in the same direction too, which is really, really healthy. So maybe we have 12 minutes to go. Get this bad boy up here, up here, up here, up here. And then QQQ and SPY up there already. Russell back up to the monthly, by the way. And man, like we could have massive longs that are just going to go up top. And True Algo members, that should get us to our weekly target this week. The goal is to get here. Don't forget, True Algo members, this is the goal for the entire week, is to get to the WRH. So that's on. I'm going to put that note in there. This should be what gets us there too. So give me 1 second. So right now, guys, I'm posting in our Discord so that I don't want our members to miss this. So reminder that the goal for this week was to go up to the WRH boxes. I'll show it to you guys in a second too. Stocks are all moving the same direction. This can give us quite the opportunity as we head up there now from everything. So, True Algo members, this is going to be one of those days. Listen to me really closely here, okay? The SQQQ is going to be the decider because of all the boxes in the way. So please take this note down. The SQQQ decides how and if we get into anything today for index futures. All right? Because of the boxes and neutral loops that will happen on index futures. I'll show you guys what I mean again as I was just saying this. You see all these boxes in the way up here? And then up here? That means you're not going to be able to get into anything. So like you could just shut your computer for longs, but we could get shorts, but things are looking pretty bullish. So we'll judge that as things happen. If I can actually hit the right button like this, that looks perfect because you have room to run, literally run it back. But from a long perspective, you guys can see we've got all these boxes in the way, and that's the system telling us you're going to be in a neutral loop. So even if something confirms, something's going to stop you. So let the SQQQ, this bad boy over here, decide everything. Right side of our screen. All right. And now we shall wait. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. We are back. 8 minutes away from the next close. You can see Apple rejecting. See if it'd be nice if Microsoft. I would love everything to go parabolic because those calls on Microsoft would go fantastic, but we shall see. We've done a full 180 on DXY. Beautiful. Also on the Euro here, a full 182. You see the daily stack right there? Right now I'm just clicking around to see if there's any other opportunities for us. And then crypto, I'm going to write this little note here. So crypto folks, you guys tell me what happens if the indexes hold bullish. What will happen to crypto? So again, just adding to the sentiment channel right now for the crypto folks. There is a high possibility index futures hold bullish. So what happens to crypto? They go bullish. And again, just don't take the retail traders' point of view where it means, oh, does that mean we're going to 100K? It just means that we would be pushing up to the next box of our system. Cool. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate you. I'm just putting a note here on the YouTube side as well. Most assets are hitting a true algo box above. We are now neutral. It won't be this candle. It will be the 9 a.m. candle where we can get into something new. There may be longs though. I will update you in, what is it, 6 minutes. There we go. So Pro Boss is asking us in our Discord, do I need to do, actually I'll show you live real quick, bro. Pro, watch, because I haven't updated the Forex side. Watch. So here's my screen. And then here's Forex. You see this little purple arrows right there? This is a trading view thing, not an us, like, so we can't stop that from doing anything. So now watch. Click your indicators, and then right here, click that, update to latest version. Check this, so if you have multiple tabs, it'll update all of them. That's the only way it will update unless you delete the indicator, force close trading view, open trading view, add the indicator again. So that's not an us thing, but at least they added that function for us, which is helpful. You guys see DXY live, like how pretty this rejection is simultaneously? But it's not the only thing, man. Like the other thing to watch is a lot of retail traders, guys, you see our system, what I told you about being neutral? You see how everything is hitting a box above, and we have reasons to like be bullish, but we can't get in a long right now from our system. It's telling us so. I want you guys to count the amount of things that right now that could flip us bearish. And what I mean is like you've hit a box above, close bearish, short. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 on this screen. That's 4, 4, 4, okay? And now look, 5, 6, as long as this one doesn't close above it, that's 6 assets. Russell, 7, and by the way, it's a double stack. You have the monthly on top of the daily. This is a really good opportunity for one of these. That is every single chart so far is at a reversal point where most people are going to be bullish, okay? And that's why we have to wait for the candles to close. And then if we flip over to stocks, look at this. I want to make sure you guys see it. Remember, we were at 7. Look, 8, 9. Sorry for my writing with this tool. 11. Every single asset that we watch for index futures is telling us it can reverse out of here. And reminder, if you're a retail trader or you're on props or these other things, a lot of times they restrict you for the first couple of minutes. And so while you're up here finally getting in and chasing and getting hit by spreads, if you're longing the top here until we get a confirmation from SQQQ or these, you're going to get ripped apart if all 11 assets at the same time simultaneously reject from our box. It's going to be tough, man. So just chill. Also, True Algo members, a big VIX alert just went off. Let me go grab that chart. VIX. Yeah, VIX is looking good. It went back to the reload box. Just want to show you guys some of the macro stuff that we did on Sunday and then on Monday. This is the view that we drew on Sunday for DXY. You can see that we've come down, hit this to a T, the orange dots that I gave you guys, and now have flipped up and now looking to complete this view for the dollar. So for Forex folks, you should be looking for reasons to short most Forex pairs unless they start with USD. And then index folks, this was our view. Price will test our WRH box this week. This will cause a trend up or a big reversal. This box is extremely crucial. So as we said, looking to get up to this yellow box, and it does look like today could be the day. And then you can see from the monthlies, don't sleep on them. And then True Algo members, please be aware too that once again, whenever you're getting a long or short off of our monthlies, in this case longs off of them, your first target is monthly open, and it's holding true. So monthly to now monthly open. That's how you want to play longer term ideas. And then my ES reload has gone great. But right now, it's just stuck in a little bit of conflict waiting to get up here. This is the least we've moved in a long time. So waiting for a potential breakout. But right now we are box. Just a lot of conflict for neutralness. Yeah, I mean, the monthlies, again, for most of you guys, if you can just keep pouring time into starting with our monthly system from a 4-hour close versus jumping in and trying to get every 5 or 15-minute candle you guys can, you will be so much better than the retail trader. And just the fact that these blue boxes will be there for the whole month to help set you up for success. It's going to be a great year, man. I'm excited. There's the next close. And remember, I was saying like this is the close that you can't do anything on except for potentially get continuation on longs. And I'm not trying to ruffle anybody up if you're like, why can't we get into a new idea? But again, trying to be realistic in markets, that's how we roll. And so at the moment, nothing has changed on almost all of our charts. So like, though these are green candles and everything looks super bullish, if we long into this box right now, the markets can destroy what we have. So we have to sit here and be neutral. Now, if there wasn't a box above us in the way and we got a bullish candle close into clearance, then we can take it just like we hear. But you see, we don't have that. So just a potential to get chopped up. The SQQQ, it's so close. When you have to zoom in this far to double check that it confirmed bearish, you just got to be really careful. But as long as that SQQQ keeps ticking downwards, then the probability of us going up higher and higher. Reminder that the SQQQ is an inverse relationship asset. We did get a long on the QQQ over here, so that is valid for us to keep trickling upwards. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to manage my own stuff right now. Yeah. All right. Be cool too if DXY does reject and then markets get into their normal atmosphere where DXY goes down, indexes go up, but right now they're following each other. There is nothing for metals, and you guys, this candle is not impossible, but highly probable it will not close bullish because it has to close up here. That means you'd have that kind of wick. So most likely the only things you could possibly look for is shorts, but because you've hit boxes below, it's neutral now. So you can watch commodities all you want. There won't be a current move for you. And crypto folks, again, we're just sitting neutral. See all the boxes that you're stuck in? Unless everything is in a red box, there's nothing for you to do. It's just you have to sit here and wait for all of them to close in the circle to short, or close above and clear these boxes, and then can look for longs. Right here is going to be an area to chop traders up. Connor's saying that the 10-year are spiking, so possible a fall in the afternoon. I'm all for it. We have the 10-year. We can look at it together. So let's do that. I'll put it over here on US 30. My goodness. Hold on, I'm trying to manage this over here. I have a habit of making sound effects so people know that I'm here. So this is the 10-year. 10-year has fallen on mine, but not going up. Haha, True Algo. Let's go, baby. So here's the futures for the 10-year. And you guys can see this is would make things be bullish, not bearish, because the 10-year going down means you're taking money out of the bond market and putting it into the assets. But you can see True Algo held true. There's your weekly for the entire week. That's where you're going to look to reject out, and then zoom. So, and now we can take the 10-year all the way down to the next weekly box. So that'd be fantastic. So that's bullish for markets, not bearish for me, but for Connor, for what you said. Again, trying to take any assumptions out of things and just try to be as consistent as possible. That's what our system is saying. Remind me, and I'll keep checking on that throughout the day, bud. And then True Algo members, remember this week is just a little bit weird. I am jumping off here in 10 minutes, but I will be back for another stream during the New York session, which is good because if you guys watch the current candles, reminder, I told you guys what to do right now. The only thing we should be doing is following SQQQ. These are going to be neutral. So you're going to have to flip neutral loop, neutral loop, neutral loop. In that case, the only thing we should be doing is going the opposite direction of SQQQ. SQQQ is bearish. We are looking for reasons to be long. That's it. There's nothing else to do across the board. So please use that going into New York Open. And then, with that being said, at 11 a.m., I'll be live with you guys again to help for this New York session when at that point, maybe we are getting more positional ideas that are confirming, and I can help us decide if things are, the edge is higher in our favor, irregardless of the confirmations that we get. But you guys can take what you're doing as we're going. But yeah, you can see all these boxes, see the stocks, how everything just stops in its place. You want to be super bullish, right? Because you see that big green candle, and then True Algo's like, nah, man, like, we're going to stop. The good thing is NVIDIA is, if you're bullish, NVIDIA's going upwards. Microsoft going up above our box. The issue right now is Amazon and Apple. Why do we care about Amazon and Apple? Because these four things make up almost 30% of the stock market with the other three, Google, Meta, and Tesla. But the thing is this, man, like everything's buying on those algorithms. And when these things are confirmed bullish as well, all four of them, it's going to bring the indexes up because everything is in buy mode. The problem is True Algo is telling us, listen, man, I know you want to be bullish, but you got to wait. We got all these boxes right now in front of us. Just be patient, follow the SQQQ, and look at nothing else. That wick on gold is insane. It's a $50, a 500-point wick right now. And we're still on the same candle. So yeah. Be nice if we can get SPY to trickle upwards a little bit and then get another call on those things going into New York Open. Rick, SQQQ, buddy. So one of our members is asking, what do we watch along with the NQ? Always SQQQ. You can, every now and then, if the SQQQ is neutral, you can look at UVXY, but UVXY is the exact opposite of the ES. So this is UVXY over here. And you can see UVXY is at a take profit point. That's why, again, we are not budging where we're at right now. If UVXY closes below this, then longs will go very aggressively on the ES. These are all tied together. So SQQQ is the direct opposite of the NQ. UVXY, the direct opposite of the ES, buddy. When you say both are bullish, which ones, bud? The ESNQ? The SQQQ is not bullish. Look, right here on the right side of my screen. Make it bigger. That is a bearish confirmation, which is what you want, because that means you should be bullish on indexes. This thing, because of all the other boxes in the way, will decide. And you can see it has way more clearance for today. We use this to judge what we should do. So once we get here, if you're in any type of longs, you should be looking to take profit when you're practicing, because that's where it can stop. Now, if it does this, this is where you're going to go straight to WRH on the ES and NQ. That means you're going to go the opposite direction. And right now, it's looking great. So, True Algo members, that's why I can't stress enough. You've got to read the market sentiment channel that I keep you guys posted. We are stuck in neutral loops. Boxes. So this will guide you. True Algo members, you got to let me know if you're seeing what I mean by the neutral loops of things. Like these boxes will continue to get hit and the candles will get stuck in them, and therefore you will be neutral, which means you have to look for boxes that have clearance, and then you see space, space, space. That's what's going to allow us to move price in our favor. And remember, we go the opposite direction of that SQQQ. This is the NASDAQ chart, Rick. You have to have the NASDAQ data plan through TradingView. It is $3 a month, I think. And you can just pay it annually, or you can pay it per day if you want to get the actual one. If not, it's going to give you some weird version. But like when I type in SQQQ, it's the NASDAQ. Beautiful. QQQ taking us up higher. All we need now is Apple to clear it. Amazon is just about to clear it. So all four then would be bullish in our case. Gold is starting to follow. Crypto, you guys aren't following as much. Again, we're just banging up against boxes. You can see we have a triple stack here. Yellow, daily. And also, True Algo members, like this is what I watch for all the time right here. If I can get a close right above this, then that's where longs are really, really strong, because it's the daily stacked on the weekly. And then ETH would have a simultaneous one right here, as is Tether. So there's so much opportunity right now in crypto. You just have to wait for us to close above. If not, we're going to close short and go below it. But right now, you have to just let it price do whatever it wants in this area to trip traders up. Really nice bullish moves right now. Give me 1 second to manage my stuff. Yeah, I'm going great. Come on. And there we go. All right. Take a win for the day. 4 minutes on the close. The reason why I'm taking profit right here, again, in theory, right? We're just here to educate and entertain you. That's why. Because this box can then do that. And that means all longs stop. Once we get down here, then we look to go and take the longs further and further. Again, this chart will decide all for us today, guys. Silver. So WR, but you might not like what I'm going to say. The only thing we can be right now on silver is bullish. But you got to understand, this candle is like an account ender. It's not even worth me or you being right. You know what I mean? Because this will end most people's accounts. Because this is $25 a tick. And that is a 438 tick candle times 25. So that's well over a $2,000 move in minutes. And so right now, you can only be bullish, but when you see these red candles, you'll think that we're crazy. You know what I mean? But like this can only be bullish because you're green boxes, and now you're reloading from the True Algo monthly box right here. That's what this is right here. That's bullish, which by the way, you have gold doing the same thing, but you need the candle to close green to potentially get into new longs. But this is bullish from our system. And then Noah, you are correct. If you're trying to get into longs up here, as we start to clear some of this price action out of the area, you have all these stacked boxes. So then do this, watch. And again, people might not like this, but like this is what real trading ideas would be. That means you'd have to force price to do this. All right, I'm going to go long. No, I'm going to wait for us to retrace and then send. Remember, most retail traders, wherever you guys would normally put your stop loss, if you just put your entrance where the stop is, you wouldn't lose as much. So if that stop loss bothers you, this is exactly how you play the play. And unless this happens, you don't do anything. You restrict yourself to say, if this doesn't happen, I don't do anything. And so you just have to be patient and let that play out if the stops bother you. You guys see how we're starting to just slow down a little tiny bit. We had a nice little push up, and now we're slowing. US 30 does look like it's about to confirm into new longs here, guys, in less than a minute. You don't have very far to go before you hit take profit right here, right there. That we'll see in just a second. And then I have to jump off right as soon as this happens. You're going to still be in our neutral loop here on ESNQ. And let me real quick check UVXY to see if it's still bearish. Remember, it was hitting a box that the same box SQQQ is hitting over here on the right side. If it gets below it, now that's trending bearish. That means we look for what, everybody? And it's not there yet. Look, it's so close, man. There's the candle close. We did get a new long on US 30, but you don't have very much room to run. Look, this is where you guys got to stop, okay? I'm going to put this note everywhere. Right now, SQQQ and UVXY are telling us to stop. We do not continue our longs on index futures right now. We take profit and wait for the next close. All right, all right, all right. You guys see it? Again, just showing you guys again. Look, the most important assets right now to us is UVXY and SQQQ. Do you see how we are stuck at the bottom of the box? As soon as we close below it, longs are good. Now watch, look at the SQQQ side. You'll see the same exact story. That's why I told you I'm taking profit right here. And now look, do you see how now we're actually getting a red candle? Because this is where you should take profit in theory, because this will reverse us out and then we can get shorts across the board. You with me? That's why I also told you, if you guys rewind the stream, as we were pushing down, we had further to go because this asset needed to get to this box before it can reverse us out or continuation. And so just trying to hold steadfast in that. I cannot believe DXY is this price. So cheap. So cheap. So yeah. Make sure you guys hold off. And then True Algo members, reminder, I will be live again for you all here in less than 2 hours to help during this New York session. As I'm sure, as you guys can see, there's going to be lots of consolidation and boxes in the way. So I will be here for a second time. Any questions you guys have, let me know. And then you guys that are all here on the YouTube side, just for future, if you guys want help like this, we are here. We do this every single day during the New York session to help members. Right now we stream twice a day during the New York session, so you get multiple sessions of help. And we also stream during the Asia session too, 1 day a week. But if you guys will join me, I will go live on Discord only, and you guys are invited to join us. I'll open up the free channel, and you guys can see what markets have done since then on our second stream. So join us for the second live stream only on Discord. This way there's no delay too, because Discord there's no delay, but on YouTube there's a 10-second delay, okay? So hopefully that'll help you guys. But yeah, man, you guys see how like we've stopped in our tracks? Judge us on what we say is going to happen and what markets do, not on what we say right now. And then 3 weeks later, we say, hey, man, look how smart I was. Like, nah, man, we're here to do this live and help people to the best of our ability on live candle decisions. All right, folks. I appreciate you guys. True Algo members, stay here real quick. I'm just going to turn the YouTube version off so I can help you with your questions live. And then I got to go. You're very welcome. Lunar, I hope you're doing well. I know you're not with us yet, but at least you attend these live streams. 1 second.